Good morning. We're going to look today of replacing on a 2011 Dodge Grand Caravan, the crew model, the heating and cooling modular control box on the unit. Being unable to find a true video, we're going to show it partially already taken apart, so you'll see what is going to be there. I could not find anything on the unit. The first thing we did, after we looked at it, we found out that we needed to take off the Brazil off the radio. Notice that it has two clips at the top that slide into the openings of the dash. Marked, you'll also see roughly 2 inches from the bottom is a pressure point that a clip goes in on both sides. That needs to be removed from the radio in order to get to 2 hidden screws on the brackets of the Brazil for the control modular. Where the X's are is where the screws are. This originally would fit with those brackets up in under the radio. By using a magnetic screwdriver, we were able to go in and remove those screws to release that. That's where the X's are. We did not find those screws after numerous times of trying to pry until we took the Brazil off of the radio section. That's the reason why it had to come off. If you also notice all the holes around the Brazil, we found out that the chrome piece came off first. We don't know whether that is supposed to do that or not, but that was the only way we were able to begin to take the Brazil off. You can see all the small holes in the back of the Brazil of where that goes in. We then marked on the console, the dash, of where all the pressure points are to release the Brazil. There's one there, 2 across the bottom, and 1 on the corresponding side. As we have marked, it is approximately 4.5 inches down on each side to where you need to pressure point and release those clips. Of course, there's also 2 at the bottom, approximately 1.5 inches in on each side. Those 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, plus the brackets with the screws, holds the Brazil in. We could not find a video that we thought that the Brazil would come off and the modular would stay in the unit, in the dash. That's not the case. This particular Brazil, the whole modular stays attached to it. As you can see, the wires. That was a little confusing for us. Also, the existing number on the part is a P55111-236, A as in apple, C as in cat. That number has been changed to another unit, which is now, for this particular model, 55111-236-AE. That's Mopar's number. Of course, written on the back of the new modular, the number again is the P55111-236, A as in apple, E as in excellent. This is the new model. Moving back to the vehicle, in the front of it, this is what the current modular looks like, which is identical to the one that we're taking out. Of course, the screws on the modular, there's 4 of them, comes out, undo the wiring, and simply replace it back in the position that it was before. I know we went at this backwards, but it helps you to see what's there before you have to take it apart. Of course, after installing the new modular, the unit would simply slide back in, making sure the clips get up into their spots. And of course, we're not going to snap it in yet because we have not actually replaced the old modular. Of course, it would snap back into place. Your 2 screws would go back in that position. Now, we did find by taking another screwdriver and prying up on the radio just a little bit, these screws will come out since there is a little head on them without removing the radio. It appears that the radio could be removed with 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws. The radio could be probably moved a little bit. We did not want to go that far. The tools that we tried to use was what they would call the auto trim and molding tool set. Not for sure how helpful that was because they were a little more flexible. We ended up mainly using a screwdriver to help do this. On one of the videos, YouTube's, we did see where they had put the tape around the unit to maybe keep from marring the dash when you were prying on it. Not for sure how helpful that was, but we were trying to be careful. Again, we will remove it, and then, of course, there's no need for us to show you how to replace the modular since it's a matter of removing the screws and the wires. Again, this is on a 2011 Dodge Grand Caravan, the Crew model, and hopefully this will help you. The reason for replacing this is that our current modular would come on or go off, change locations, the screen would be erratic, it could change back and forth, speed up, slow down, go to the back, come to the front, do anything it desired, but we could not control it. That was the reason why we are replacing the modular. Hopefully the new one will work correctly. Thank you for your time, and hopefully this will be helpful.